glad you. We dey take am for the good and for the bad. Once we know say we don't do am for that, we glad you.
Yeah, up to kind of up to there.
This place, yes.
Yeah. But did you hear, Justin? Like in the first part, you're playing it a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
I think that the trick is to stay more relaxed on it. Do you have Dennis high up in your mix?
You did the mix?
You got Dennis? You got the bass up enough?
Yeah, yes, it's up, yes.
It's funny because the Refugee All-Stars have a very strong and long-lived Vermont connection, you know? The producers of the film, it was a documentary film that introduced them to the world. And the producer, the co-producer and co-director of the film, Zach Niles, is from Woodstock. And that's how I made the connection with the band. I reached out to Zach and said, hey, fellow Vermonter, working with African musicians, let's become friends. So I reached out to Zach and we talk about the music business and the struggles of how to introduce African music to a wider audience. And then after that, Zach approached me and said, hey, how would you like to work on this record?
Well, what I find out about Jacob, you know, as I was saying, he's a man of his words and trustworthy. And you know, the whole band, like we just like he treated us as family, you know, as brothers and people that he enjoy being around and you know, love to talk to and just hang out and get to know each other. And honestly, I felt like I've grown to get to know him more, especially on this trip here that you know, recording our album in his beautiful home and his family. And it's, you know, he's just such an amazing person and someone with a good heart. And it seems like he's like few of the people that are actually out there, you know, trying to make this world a better place, you know, especially helping musicians out and push their talent and at the same time survive, you know, through their talent. So he's, you know, so many words to describe it.
Well, you know, Vermont is one of those beautiful places where people tend to leave when they go to college or when they reach adulthood. But it's not because they don't like it here, it's because they want to do something else in the world, you know? You hear about the rest of the world when you're growing up here and you want to experience it. But unlike maybe if you come from, I'm not going to pick up, let's say the Midwest, people escape the Midwest. I don't think people really escape Vermont. Everybody I know who I grew up with who went off into the world, eventually they imagine themselves coming back. Sometimes it'll be when they retire, sometimes it'll be when they have a family and want to raise their children. And that's how it was with us. You know, I knew throughout my life, eventually I would come back to Vermont.